welcome back. Alright. So, I have that going. Got my water. Okay. Right. Gonna get my phone for the stream. Okay, let's see. Wi-Fi connects to Twitch. My channel. Cool. Just checking. Okay. Perfect. So this is exactly what I wanted to do. I'm gonna hope everything else works well. But yeah, I think that did it for the majority of my setup. So I'm gonna have my stream here on my right side. And I can have my controller over here. Let's see, let's move my chair a little bit. Right here. Okay. Okay. Right here. That's as close as I can to move to my microphone. And does it sound good? Microphone. Cool. Alright, this works out. Alright. So now's the finishing touch. If I just mess with my microphone, what is it called? My remote. And I can be able to check out everything else. Optical cable. Yeah, we'll be fine. The two remotes are on the floor. We'll put them on top. Alright. I'm hoping that Jam is going to be back here. Alright, let's play the audio settings on the TV now. Elgato, 1080p full, over, under. Yep. 1200p is pretty good. Okay. It's pretty good upscale. 1440p is fine. Now let's go back to the original. 720p, 768p, and then it's gonna be, let's see, 480p. We're gonna try a 480p here. Okay. And I just want to check who is on stream right now. Is it just myself that's a viewer, or Jam, are you dancing? How do you check who's viewing anyways? Alright. Well, fuck it. Here's praying that everything works. Game mode, sound settings, advanced audio volume is off. Sound mode is gonna be Dolby Audio. I just want to make sure I don't necessarily hear too much of this stuff. Let's see. Dolby Audio. I just want to make sure I don't necessarily hear too much of this stuff. Let's see. Audio. Okay, cool. So, maybe I can have some sort of like voice, what is it called? Voice suppression on OBS here. That'll help stuff. Let's see. Filters. Suppression level. RNN noise. Let's try that instead. So, I got some stuff going. And if I can, oh my goodness, that might actually be ideal, low key. I think. Let's see. I'm gonna try this again. So keep on talking, 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 keep on talking. Nice. Okay, so test stream is basically done. It took me 7 minutes, ish, but it's done. Cool. Now, moment of truth. Does the game work? Oh my goodness, I hope the fucking cord works. The game will definitely work. Does the cord work? Oh boy. Oh boy. Wait. I don't think the thing was plugged in properly. Alright, let's try it. Come on, buddy. I gotta get into a sweet spot to make my Super Nintendo work. It's kind of a pain in the ass. It's slowing down my process of stuff to perform. Come on, buddy. Come on, give me a light. Alright, I don't think I have the right setting on. Let's try something. So all I need to do is switch inputs. Okay. So 480p is selected. Composite. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It goes. Alright, we're gonna cancel this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I see the light of day. Oh my goodness. Yo, it works. Oh my god. Okay. This is so fucking cool. Oh my goodness. Alright, so I'll play this at a reasonable speed volume. Now it's just a matter of just my microphone not necessarily picking up the feedback, because that would be really annoying. So I want this at 4x3, as that was kind of like how the Game Boy was. But now I gotta play with the settings on the Game Boy. Let's see, how do you like to work this? This is so fun. Oh, I see. You can have different kind of frames for this stuff. This is so cool. Okay, and you can also just write stuff on this. It's wild. You know what I'm gonna be doing? I think because there's a setting where as I'm streaming, the audio is gonna just consistently, like, I guess, pick up in the background if I don't speak. I'm just gonna keep my microphone muted, and when I can want to speak or whatever, I'll just toggle it. This is gonna be the best solution. Okay, so this is not supposed to be the same kind of color scheme that the Game Boy Color is supposed to give, so I'm gonna try to retry it. Let's see what happens. That's so weird. It's supposed to be a blue screen in the background. So, what if there's a different color scheme I need to select? Is it E? Cup home. Okay. It could be H also. I think it's E. That's the best here. No, it's wrong. It shouldn't be like this. Perhaps. Okay. 2. That's not that far off. Not too bright. I think the best option happens to be E. That or is H in the end. Yeah, turkey. Okay. Yeah, I think that this is the proper color scheme. I generally do think this is the style. It's kind of funny. It's a really like off color scheme for it to be like what is it, 4E compared to others. But yeah, in terms of it being the same kind of flavor, it's either gonna be H or 4E that's gonna be respectable for color schemes. Everything else is just way too weird. Yeah, okay, buddy. Yeah, kind of quirky though. I do appreciate all this stuff that's being here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, yeah, 4E. So, there are a couple things I want to make a note. And that is, it's so much fun playing with the Super Nintendo controller. This is actually really, really comfortable, and I didn't think I was going to transfer my skills from playing a Game Boy Advance. But this is something else. My controller that I have, it's also pretty responsive, so I gotta give credit to whichever like third party I ended up getting the unofficial controller from. But the style of the Game Boy, the Super Game Boy, right, on Super Nintendo, how this system works, I can tell there is some sort of like, I guess like processing issues. Like there are times where it'll stutter, and I don't necessarily mind too much about it because it's like it's the Super Nintendo trying its hardest to replicate what it is with the Game Boy itself, and it's super fun. The other thing is that the color scheme, not color scheme, sorry, the sound design, right? the music is a little bit more high-pitched than it is on the original Game Boy Color as well. It's not going to be as darker as of tones as I would think it would be with the initial Game Boy Color. And this is interesting to me because you know, you have the Super Nintendo's like sound capability, right? And I mean, it's great of a sound aesthetic itself, but it just shows that the way that the sound processing works with the Game Boy is in fact very different with the sound design in the SNES, that it just can't replicate it. It has to do with some other quirks to try to emulate an official Game Boy, and it's doing a damn good job at it. Also, the color scheme, I will actually talk about that. I can tell that this one I have toggled right now, this is for sure gonna be the closest it's gonna be for the initial Game Boy Color, for the original colors. And it's fun. It is fun. Now, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let me kick Chill Penguin's ass. That was the smartest thing I could have done because that allows my HP to get reset. So, I was a bit of a fool. I decided that, yeah. I decided I was gonna go ahead and equip the shotgun ice, thinking it was gonna be effective on flame stag. That's not what it's supposed to be used for. You're supposed to have the whirlwind, which you get from the eagle. So, I'm just gonna go fight him with a normal buster. I think that was pretty fun. Kind of blows my mind that this game was released in 2000, but yeah, this is one of the OGs. Now the real fun comes with me playing through another title. However, now that I understand that the Game Boy SNES, right, is supposed to be a different version to experience the game, I don't know how to think about it. It's not going to be the original for sound design, and that might ruin a little portion of the experience when it comes to playing through Extreme 2. But that's the game I ended up getting, and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, I guess, どうしようかな? What do I do? Do I play any other title? Do I do it? Do I do it? Mi no comprende. But yeah, my Super Nintendo does in fact work, and it does a damn good job of what it's trying to do. I do like that. It's just so funny to me, because you can technically play Pokemon Red, Blue, Yellow. You can play it all on the Game Boy. It's so funny. On the Super Nintendo, I mean. That to me is quirky. Do I have any other Game Boy Color titles? I don't really... Ooh, wait a minute. I think I do, don't I? I have Final Fantasy Legend. That's a pretty fun series there. But the rest of the stuff, yeah, it's not too crazy. I wonder if Pokemon Yellow copy will ever work. Let me try fixing with that real quick. Yeah, no card. That's so funny. No card. Let's see. Last thing I can try doing is cleaning up a little portion of the cartridge with the oxid. That's rocking. Oh my god, Jam, you're here. Oh, we back Slay. My stream didn't reload. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I've been playing for like how long? 50 minutes? Yeah, I hate when Twitch does that. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. But I'm really happy. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. My Super Nintendo is at peak condition right now. I'm able to go ahead and showcase to you official hardware working together. Like, this is all like not emulated at all. I have the converter that I'm using. This is official from my Super Nintendo, like raw footage. Isn't this so fucking cool? I think it's so quirky, so fucking cool. Now I have a cartridge of Pokemon Yellow. Yeah, I know for a fact it doesn't work, but I just wanted to see how it would register with the Super Game Boy for a messed up cartridge. In which case, it'll just do the same kind of symbol for saying, hey, yo, you don't got a part in there. But, yeah, that's kind of fun. There was a lot of games, there's not that many games I got, but, like, you know what I can do? I can play through one of my favorite games of all time with you. I think it would be super cool. I woke up last night... Oh, I love that. Yeah! I woke up last night and saw the Power World screen. I missed Captain Crunch already. I fucking... Oh my goodness. I really just got wrecked like that. I really just got... Hey, here's the best part about this, Jam.
I actually am really happy in so many reasons that Palworld is done, but most importantly, I'm really, really happy how I ended up like going on. You want to know something? That creature, that pal that killed the run, happened to be, I think it was like Bahamut, or some play on words of the words Bahamut, or Bahamut. Uh, Now, this like lore about Bahamut, ironically, uh, it's heavy around Final Fantasy. That is a creature that's like infamous around Final Fantasy, and that move that it ended up doing is very similar to a move like being like Mega Flare, which is one of the craziest things that like Final Fantasy is known for with that main dragon wyvern thing. So the fact that my run ended on a pal that's pretty strong around Final Fantasy and got killed that way, I'm okay with that. I think there was no other better way for me to go out if my run was to end. That was perfect. I did enjoy it. Oh, that's very you coded. Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. Final Fantasy is just dear like that. So yeah. Right now, I tested out my Super Game Boy as you're seeing here. It's really cute. But I realized it's not the proper emulation that the initial Game Boy or Game Boy Color would give. The color scheme is slightly different from your options, and on top of that, the audio that you're listening to, it doesn't go that deep for some of the music. I can make a comparison in terms of like some other stuff, right? Um, Actually, I could. Oh my god, I could do that. Oh my god, I can do that. That's so fucking cool. I can do that. Okay, so check this out. Uh, I know exactly what to do. So, yeah. You're gonna sit down. You're gonna enjoy this. I'm gonna interact with you so much today. Okay, this is gonna be so much fun, so much fun, so much fun, so much fun, so much fun. Oh my goodness! I hope you're hyped as much as I am. Uh, Let me get my food going so I don't, be like a psychopath. I gotta have some sort of nourishment, so I'm gonna be playing today. Um, let's see. Let's get my oven nice and cooking. I hope you wait well today. Let's see. Gonna get this fork going, y'all. Meats, potatoes, beautiful. Bell pepper, beautiful. I'm just gonna play much else. Potato. So it was really surprising for me, but there's a person that I know, right, who they happen to like I guess they like I know a person from work, right, and they apparently live in the same complex as I do, and I really that kind of baffled me a little bit. But one day, well, like 2 days ago or something, or was it last night? Um, they invited me over to get some dinner. So I took some leftovers. That's what I'm heating up right now. Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna bake this for 60 minutes. Yeah. Cool, bake, cool. Okay, and I know exactly how I'm gonna be doing my stream now. So I realized that there is an encoder that is used for the microphone, in which case it will be noise suppressed. However, after a certain amount of time of me not talking, it'll start picking up whatever background is, and it's confused because it doesn't know who's it's supposed to cancel out. So, um, what I thought about is that the if I have a lot of input to say, I will unmute it and I'll consistently talk through. But I think it would be just smarter to just consistently unmute myself, and just mute myself whenever I'm not like talking. Um, that's gonna be my kind of practice. I think it'll be pretty decent how everything else is going, and gonna be a good time. But let me show you what the Super Nintendo color can do. This is so fucking cool. All right. You ready for this experience, Jam? Because it's only gonna happen fucking. Not gonna happen multiple times, whatever. But like, This is that moment. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's so cool. It's so fun. Okay, cool. I'm inserting my cartridge. This is the same exact cartridge I had of my very first experience in singing the Blue Bomber himself. Yes, I'm talking about Mega Man.
Okay, so that was one hell of a long intro, and also the color scheme wasn't proper. So as you can see, this is what the settings are with the initial Super Nintendo. The Super Game Boy has this feature where you can be able to customize however you would like with the borders and such. In which case you can kind of see different kind of scenarios here. I can, I believe, change. Let's see. Yeah, I can change it. So instead of having a Game Boy border, it's just a dark border, which we're probably gonna do that. Let me mute this real low. There you go. You can have change the border in this manner, right? Super fun. You can have it in terms of a little weird background. You can have it so it's the planes in the background as well. It's all super cute and stuff, you know, kind of like a sign. So you can make it very home, you know, home-y kind of feel. You can make it go like we're in a theater and we're experiencing this in the stage. You see little people in the background, super cute. Yeah, and then like I guess this little kitty one. Let's see this. This one's gonna be little kitty cats. And I think pencil here. It's gonna be that kind of scenario. Yeah, as if you're just taking a test. And then the last two, I believe. Let's see, translucent, a little bit like futuristic kind of scenario. Cause keep in mind, the Super Nintendo came out like around 1990s, kind of sort of scenario. That's a jam. But yeah, we are gonna play with the black border. I think it's a lot more easier to focus on this that manner. I can also do some other options. I can change the control scheme on my controller for the Super Nintendo itself. In which case, I'm going to play it like this, I believe. I don't think I want to do it like that. And then, yes, you can also have the option to like paint your own backgrounds and stuff, and like do some other quirks. It's kind of cool. So you have a little bit of customizability when you're trying to run this program. You know, when you have the tech of the Super Game Boy itself. It's pretty creative, you know, design. Have you ever revealed my age? Yeah. Do you remember? Take a wild shot. I'll let you guess. But like the last part, let's see. Let's change it like this. We're gonna go to the border. We're gonna choose it like this. Bada bing, bada boom. Beautiful. Cool. And this is the first part. So this is the option to where you can totally change the color scheme of the scenario here. I know for a fact that the intro's not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to be a bluish background, and I was playing around with it, and you can see how it influences the entire border, right? There's so many different kind of options. To which case, the best one I have found so far happens to be in the fourth column. Oh shoot, I'm almost done. In the fourth column, it's gonna be 4E. It's a little bit weird, but it's not exactly too perfect. There are some other quirks. Also, I could just play it in standard Game Boy. What is it called? Game Boy, original Game Boy format. So yeah, I got my options. You know, I got my options. Basically, when the original Game Boy happened, it was just a pure yellow background, right? So it's kind of how the style is. E isn't that far off of it. Yeah, E isn't that far off. The other like color schemes are just kind of strange. This one doesn't look too much like the original, I think. That's also a standard look, I think. It's a standard gray. Yeah, but for color, that should be the best one, I think. Kind of style. No, but I'm thinking lower 20s since Furoki is 20. If you're younger than that, I'm impressed that you live on your own. Oh yeah, no, there's no way you can get an apartment like being older than or younger than 20, I would think. It's like unless you have fucking big money, right? No chance. I will jump the person who is under 20. Don't say that. Don't say I said that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I happen to be. I will turn 25 sai in November 11th. That will be on Veterans Day for my birthday. But yeah, I happen to be 24. I'll be 25 on November. That'll be fun. But yeah, Furoki was born a day before my 10th birthday. I'm 30. Hey, I see. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there's a lot of options. A lot of options. When it comes to how to go celebrate birthdays. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm thinking like, I don't know when's your most like memorable birthday, but I never was really allowed to go celebrate birthdays in my life. And like trying to go and do stuff on my birthday didn't really happen until like maybe when I turned 18. Exactly turned 18. I went out to just go to the arcade and such. It was a really nice outing. It was just really like a standard outing, but we didn't do any like birthday cake stuff or nothing like that. My autism trait is that I remember birthdays, so now that I know yours, I'll never forget. Nice. Beautiful. Veterans Day. Veterans Day. My birthday is the most simplest birthday. You ready for this? 11/11/2000. That's the most simplest birthday. There's no chance someone else has a simpler birthday. No chance. 11/11/2000. 11112000. I literally only have 3 options of digits to choose from the entire like numbers. I think it's so funny. So funny. Anywho, so Mega Man Extreme, right, happens to be a pretty it's a shortish kind of game, you know. But these are my original save files. This is what we want to aspire grabbing. This is the whole list in terms of all of the weapons which you'll get naturally in the game. The things right next to it, these 4 like little like containers, those are supposed to be E-tanks. So you get them nice and full. They'll restore your health each go. Then the ones right next to it are very unique armor pieces, which you're gonna need to find scattered all around the area of the world. And then finally, Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4. That's gonna be very special, and they're gonna be a little bit unique to try and grab. They're not gonna be available until I think hard mode. But the original mode that you want to do it is the standard. That's the original story. Hard mode is supposed to be the next step of the story in the finishing finale. Extreme is just okay. Just play the fucking game. You know. This is the like maximum. This is like new game plus essentially. I went to college in Louisiana and we got Mardi Gras break, which was an extra 3 days off of school. Ooh. Our Mardi Gras break started on my 21st birthday. Hey. That's fun. Well, I talked a lot. I'll consistently just keep on tapping my little Mikey whenever I want to go and speak. But here's the funny part about this game. There's gonna be a lot of times in which I'm gonna be charging up my Buster, which is just gonna be my main kind of weapon in the game, right? Because of the Game Boy's design and the Game Boy Color itself, sound channels are extremely limited. Every fucking time I'm gonna be charging up my Buster, right? It is gonna be ruining the background music. So as a result, what I'm gonna be trying to do is actually charge my Buster as less as possible so we can enjoy the background music. I cannot. Oh my goodness, Jam. Let me say something, all right? This is the game that not only showed me how cool Mega Man was, but this is literally the game that I started playing that taught me how fucking aesthetic and cool chiptune music turns to be. It is like one of the coolest things to me to have the soundtrack, right, of the original Mega Man X come by in this kind of format. It's very special. But this was a game that showcased it for me. You literally have a sound test of what is it called? In the main menu that you could be able to interact with. That like I would just listen to on ends. I would be genuinely listening to the tracks over and over and over and over. And it's really fun. Here's what I'm gonna do and show you an example of for music.
because I have my computer here, you told me to be able to turn on the ability to listen to proper music. We're gonna see how different it is in terms of the music that's going to be played on the Super Nintendo compared to the initial the original Game Boy Color. Because again, there is a sound difference in terms of the what's called the Super Game Boy that I have as a cartridge playing on the Super Nintendo that emulates the Game Boy Color. It's not exactly like the Game Boy Color. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So yeah. As a result, yeah, some stuff doesn't really get converted too well. Also, there will be some sort of moments in which the Game Boy Color, it's supposed to perform really, really well and fast. The Super Nintendo has a little bit of hard moments, which will kind of lag a little bit. It's really, really cute, honestly. I think it's so funny that like the hardware is like having that kind of sad situation, fail to process the Game Boy Color as fast as possible. But it's quirky. It's so fucking cool playing on the Super Nintendo controller, that's for sure. So, what I'll show you an example of let's listen the background. We're gonna focus on this real quick. So this is what the music is supposed to be like, right? This is what the music is supposed to be. For the original music. Check this out. Very vibrant. Let's listen to this now. That was that. Now let's listen to the game version. This is supposed to be what Chill Penguin would sound like on this. So you can kind of hear it's not going so deep. Yes, definitely less dynamic. Definitely. hardware that we're gonna be listening to. Sorry, I had to get my fruit from the oven. This thing's gonna stop eating too. But yeah, this is the vibe. This is real pod racing. Wash my hands. Let's play Mega Man Extreme. Okay. This is gonna be fun. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited! I'm so excited! Okay. Yeah, this is gonna be great. So, yeah, I'll just play like natural. I'm just gonna keep on dancing, doing my stuff, right? And you're gonna see me pretty much clear this as fast as possible. Kind of. I think I know what kind of strat I'm gonna do. Because with Mega Man, you are supposed to like do bosses in a specific order. That's like the best, right? You want to use power-ups on a boss that's gonna be really weak against it, etc., etc. I know exactly how I'm gonna do it. Alright. Here we go.
You know, this entire session, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna save once and clear through all the way up to hard mode. This is gonna be a non-stop stream. And I can beat this really easily. I've beaten this game maybe like, what, 7, 8 times in a row? Yeah, so this is gonna be the whole style of the game. It's gonna be great. Also, fun fact, this is my favorite track in the entire game that's about to play right now. Seriously, like this is, oh my god, we're just gonna listen to this for a solid moment. I'm really happy because I was just streaming this just before you like were doing the whole thing, and I can tell that the sound channels, there's maybe like one small tune that's a little bit out of like theme, but it's basically the same exact as the original Game Boy. I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Let's listen to Stage Select, Mega Man Extreme. You know, to me, this is like the most simplest loop, but I just think it goes way too hard. I think it just goes way too hard. Now granted, the initial version of this music, all of this is original from the Super Nintendo itself. Mega Man X came out on the initial Super Nintendo in like 1990 something, and it's got a really stellar soundtrack, it does. So when they made a Game Boy Color, all these tracks are remade and downgraded, downsized I should say, to just the variable of the tracks, you know? But to me, yeah, the stage select on this is just, oh my god, even though it's been like so like unrendered of the music, and we could say, I think it's so perfect. I love this way too much. This is just a nerd part of me. Anyways, so what we're gonna want to do is that this is Flame Stag, this is the other Bird Boy, this is Spark Mandrill, this is Chill Penguin. I initially did Chill Penguin as a starting point, but there are parts where you're gonna want to return to the base of all this stuff. We're doing a replay of the stage to get some material that you ended up missing. We're gonna need to return the stages to be able to get the excess of what we need. Unless you know me, where I know exactly the route that we need to do for the first part of the game, no problem. I don't think we're gonna need to return to any of the spots. I don't think so. So, that'll be pretty good. This is gonna be the spot for show. There you go. Third time. I just got the first sub tank. Now, any excess HP that I'm going to be getting on this, the game, it's going to go allocate itself to the sub tank. Once it gets full, I could use it and get a full worth of life meter. It's going to be really, really important in Mega Man. Now these heart containers increase my health, but I believe 1 nick each? We'll see. I think 1 or 2. That looked like 2 to me. Maybe a little bit more, I don't know. But those are going to be scattered in each level as well. They're going to be really important. What the hell? What does X do? It changes the color scheme. I just pressed it and just out of nowhere, that's a style. I wonder, can I mess with that with the original? X doesn't do anything. Are there different orders that do that? What? This is so weird to me. What the fuck? This is so fun. Oh, it just switches back to the initial. That's what it is. I see. It was 4E, right? Okay, we're good. I wanted to not charge up my Buster. That kind of costed me. I'm gonna play this for real now. Give me a second. W. Oh my goodness. So now that I got the Storm Tornado, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna go into the Flame Stag area next. Ironically, this goes with the story in terms of what happens next. I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it. Now you couldn't see it there, but I was grooving like a fucking madman. Okay? This music, I'm not joking with you. I fuck with this. If I had a camera, oh my god. I'd twerk to this if I could. Okay? You know the Thanos twerk? Yeah. Yeah, I would bust my ass on this. I don't even know how to twerk, and I'll try to do it with this. My god. Okay. So this bad boy's done. We got the sub tank, we got the heart container, and we got the leg upgrade. Oh, not leg upgrade, head upgrade. That's gonna be important. Yeah, I think we could be able to do it like no problem. Here goes. Flame Stag, you're up next. Also, listen to music. It's fucking amazing. There's no point in doing this. I just wanted to get up here. I wanted to do my technical skill. Now check this. If I would have taken some damage, what would have happened here is that I would have dashed over to the edge of the right side, and you'll see that there's going to be a 1-up there, okay? I don't want to grab that, because check this out. There's a bunch of lava that's going to be coming, and I'll just do it for example. Just check this shit. See what I mean? So that was like a little trap. It's kind of like this beautiful game design to just fuck you like that. But now that we know that the 1-up's there and it's gonna like, you know, be it. Yeah, let's just not deal with that. Yeah, let's go. That was a little close.
notice the animation. Because I'm at low health, my boy is struggling. Can't breathe well. What happened? Well, doesn't matter. We keep it going. I don't think there's a thing up there. I don't think there is. So I'm gonna just... Yeah, no, there can't be. Now there's something I want you to notice when I'm fighting this boss. At first, I'm going to be using the standard buster, X-Buster, to fuck him up a little bit. And then you're going to see how significant it is to choose the right weapon and fight someone with a, weak weapon they're susceptible to. We're going to equip the Shotgun Tornado right after. Also, I'll have a little slight color difference when I have it equipped. Here it goes.
You know, this one might be my favorite weapon. This right here? Yeah. Yeah, this is my favorite weapon. It just feels so good to use. So now that we have the burner, what's gonna happen is we're gonna go to Chill Penguin next. And we're gonna use it as a speed burner to our advantage. There's gonna be something we're gonna be able to do with it. It's gonna be really cool. Alright. Back to the game. I'm sorry, I just can't stop grooving into this, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, that was good.
Boss time.
Now, you want to know something, Jay? Want to know something? When I got that ice cream in my mouth, you want to know something, Jay? I got something to say. So, this next level has infamous notoriety in terms of how well its composition of music is. You want to know everything, I will tell you everything. I will lay down everything there for you. But, yeah, this track, I'm going to do everything I can to not charge up my buster so it doesn't ruin the music. But goddamn, Spark Manual stage. Oh my god. It is just crazy, okay? It's crazy. Now, I enjoy this track a lot. Sure, it may be unequivalent to Mega Man X's original soundtrack on Super Nintendo, but it's got its own aesthetic, and I appreciate it as much as every other track in this game. It is so good. So without ado, let's listen to Spark Manual. Take a draft.
now notice that I look very different? This is me with a full set of armor now. In this case, you can see that all the equipment parts are now available. So pretty cool. Yeah, I think the line is part of the game right now. Oh well, I'll fuck him up. Yeah, it's probably the display. I can mess with this in a second. Let's see. Because I haven't saved that if I mess with the Super Nintendo, as old games are like it, it's probably gonna fuck it up. So this is a tough scenario. Do I risk ruining all my progress to get rid of this line, or do I just play it? Okay, I think I'm just gonna play it. But I don't mind too much about the line. I think it's kind of aesthetic, in my opinion. I think it adds to the charm of whatever. Oh, that was a weird jitter. Is this for fucking up my game? Oh fuck, oh fuck. This is so fucking funny.
got no words. It's definitely trying something.
I'm just worried if I do the autosave, it's gonna fuck things up. I might just do a reset. I might. I think it auto-saved. So I'm gonna give it a shot. Here goes an autosave. I'm gonna go to the last save point. I'm gonna reset this, okay? Let's see what happens.
You know, I wonder if it has to do with the cartridge here. I wonder what's going on. Like, not the cartridge, but like, maybe it's the feedback of the Super Nintendo. Maybe it's like fucking up because it hasn't been played like this for a while. I hope that's not the case. Well. Do 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 Right? This is gonna be me playing Contact Center, Super Nintendo itself. Alright. I think that did the trick. It's out of work. Oh, I fucked it up. Kind of funny. S-U-G-A-R, jump into your racing car, the sugar rush. Sugar rush. S-U-G-A-R, jump into your racing. What got to do with the connection here? Sure is funky. This is the beauty of having old games. This stuff happens. Alright. Well, this is a little bit funky. It just started acting up like nowhere. Out of nowhere, I mean. Okay, buddy. I wonder what's giving you the problem. It doesn't have to do with the jagged lines on this bad boy, does it? Yeah, no, that's the internals. Not mine. It doesn't have to do with like burgers or anything like that. You gonna behave, buddy? What's going on? So I gotta test another game real quick. It might be my Super Nintendo that's really acting up. Here, I'll plug in Final Fantasy 2, or in other words, Final Fantasy 4. Plug it in real quick and see if it gets the same problem or if it's the cartridge that's a problem. All right. Final Fantasy 2. Cartridge out. This is what a real Super Nintendo is supposed to be. Right here. Oh, it is my Super Nintendo. Okay. So, I think I know what needs to happen. I'm going to get a different kind of Q-tip, and I'm going to interact with the connections of the board inside the Super Nintendo itself. We're going to get the opposite, which is going to be really, really helpful. And, yeah, we're going to hope that it's going to fix the problem. Okay. Opposite's been sprayed. Let's see how it lights my boy. Let's get maximum light in here, too. Yeah, it got jagged and everything like that. See if that fixes the problem. There it goes. Yeah. Remember how? Kind of sad. That's not the heat from my adapter either. This has to be a genuine Super Nintendo issue with the connection itself or the processor or something like that. It's a bit fucked. Just a little bit. Oh, you know what this means? It means I gotta go search some stuff up because now I got an SNES that's having some problems.
SNES consoles. Now, that's the white line that will work. You really had one lifting the solder melt. To replace the side, now that it's installed, you're going to want to make sure. Thing too that's very
Really weird. It could be the back of the system. I'm gonna try cleaning it a little bit. Alright. Tying second cartridge. Wonder what's with the noise and stuff. I guess I'm just gonna keep on having to, I don't know, clean this bad boy up. Technical difficulties. Lots and lots of technical difficulties. We will return in the next few minutes, maybe. Here's hoping. Please bear with us as we try to professionally reassemble for your entertainment. Goodness me, goodness. Again. It could need to get another connector, and that's a pin connector. This is not gonna be so great. This may fuck things up. Very much so. This kind of sucks. Like everything and reinsert everything too. Hmm. Oh man, my Super Nintendo's driving me insane. May have to do a different technique. I think I know what to do. Sorry, Tom, I have to do. Before.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Hmm.
Hmm. Alrighty. I don't think this is gonna fix it, but it's at least a try. AV connector, power connector, wherever it is. I got nothing. This stuff is all fucked. Nothing but fucks. Jam, I don't know what to do. Man. Super Nintendo. Green. Check the power adapter, clean a cartridge connector, inspect the pins. Consider replacing the connector if it's damaged. I think we're gonna have to try doing that. Hmm. Try without pressing the game down. Hmm. Hmm. This is tough. Cause now I don't know what to do. This was gonna be the plan. Now my boy don't work. Hmm. Oh boy. No, I can't be the power supply either. Let's say I can try. It's just gonna be a matter of switching output on my picture tank, but I don't think that's the solution. Yeah. And like calling out Nintendo. Call Nintendo support. My Super Nintendo doesn't work. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I got no words. Man. That really bums me out though. That's my only Super Nintendo. And it's a really, really good condition one. I just didn't expect it to go crazy like this right now. Yeah. Here goes nothing. I'm gonna try this one last time. I'm gonna put the oxygen on the bad boy. I'm afraid that's a solution. Hmm. I tried and tried to forget you, girl. Something about to move. Every time you do that thing you do. Alright. have a different solution. No, I know what I'm gonna have to do. So, when it comes to the connections giving it a fucking problem, I coat this motherfucker in alcohol, and I try removing it afterwards. It might clear out whatever deoxit was on there. It might evaporate. So that's gonna be my solution. Let's do it. Pull back these pins. Now this has become like a dead stream. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jam. I thought that I was gonna be able to fix this stuff and continue playing Mega Man, but I guess not. Very sad day. Very, very sad day. Yeah. That's the dance with this, I guess. Oh, wait a minute. There's some fuzz in the middle of this stuff. It might be the reason why it's fucking up.
Hmm.
I know that fuzz is gone. I think I was able to clear it out a little bit. I wonder if this changed anything.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to get another 72 pin connector.
I'm gonna order this online and do some stuff. My Super Nintendo has now been out of commission. Apparently, Mega Man Extreme was too extreme. It's kind of sad. Hmm. Hmm. Huh. Yes, pin connector.
I don't think I even have the right tools to open up my Super Nintendo the way it is. Damn it. Hmm. Hmm. Cartridge pin connector. Damn it. I'm looking at this stuff and it just kind of costs up like 30 bucks, 40 bucks. Let's look at the screwdrivers I got. Hmm. 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 I don't think I need something like this. Currently shopping for all these different kind of screws and it's not exactly the ones I need. Hmm. 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 Let's see. If everything else that I got, I don't really have much, huh? Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. Okay. In order to start the cartridge, it needs to be tilted forward and kind of stay in a position. I opened and cleaned the system last night, and there is not visible debris in the slots or pins. I've heard about using a credit card of a cloth or... Oh, actually, that's not that bad. A credit card of a cloth doesn't sound that bad at all. Hmm. Okay, let's try like that. Alright. There goes nothing. For the sake of my fucking Super Nintendo! Let's go for alcohol. Get the connections.
Alright. I doubt this works, but let's try it. Damn it. Well, my ADHD is hyperfixating on this problem. I think I'm gonna have to just end stream and fuck with it. Oh my goodness. Hmm. Alrighty. I'm gonna keep on messing with the Super Nintendo stuff. If it gets to work and fixed, I'll probably streaming later. But as far as it stands, stream is done for now. I gotta fuck with this. Alright. Sad day. Oh, yeah, sign it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.